Good morning. As you can see, got my fancy rain suit on. Nice trash bag because it's been pouring for the past 2 days. So I think so far since yesterday, we've already got about 3.5 or so inches of rain, and there's not really a whole lot of work that we can get done. So I actually took a couple days off work. We were hoping to do some work for land management to get ready for hunting season. And the first thing we wanted to work on is the duck pond. So I'm gonna back up here. This duck pond, there we go. This duck pond was already here. Previous owners had established it. They were pretty big duck hunters, but it got really overgrown with weeds and stuff. So we figured we're gonna be playing around in the water anyways. Doesn't really matter if it's raining. So we just have some rakes and our mud boots, and we're gonna get out there and start scraping out some of this overgrowth and hopefully create a nice area for the ducks to land. I'm gonna walk over here just for a second. So the entrance is also quite overgrown. Let's see. Okay, so where my dad's standing is kind of the entrance. All this stuff right here, we're gonna have to clear out, cut some of these trees so that when the ducks are migrating, they'll be able to kind of see the pond and have a good landing area. But we're just gonna get in there and just start pulling out weeds. Nothing too exciting, but hey, even though it's raining, we got to get something done. All right, here's a look. Again, kind of from the front. A lot of these trees are gonna get cleared out to open it up. Super overgrown right now. All this stuff is gonna have to get cut. And Dad's wearing his fancy garbage bag suit as well. And as you can see, he is just pulling out muck. So super overgrown. All this is pretty full with water, but the weeds stick up a lot higher than the water does. So we're just gonna see what we can do. Exactly. So that piece that we were just trying to pull, I don't know, had to have been 300 or 400 pounds. That thing is a monster. And I mean, we've gotten a good area done, but a couple tons of vegetation. It's pretty crazy. All right, so we have been working for pretty much the whole day. It's 4 o'clock right now, and although it is much cooler today than normal, and it's raining, it's still getting really warm. So I'm gonna flip this around and show you what we got done for the day, and still have 2 more days of no work. So hopefully this pond will be completely done. Okay, so this is the spot where we very first started. We kind of just created this ramp, just a big old muddy slide, and comes over to this massive pile of junk. And I'm sure on the camera it doesn't look like anything significant, but I mean, that's thousands of pounds of weeds. And that's not an exaggeration. That's thousands of pounds. Anyways, going back this way, look how much more open that is. So we're about halfway done, I'd say. There's Dad poking out over there. Looks a whole lot better. There's already a channel. Let me zoom in. So, I mean, not that we have really any ducks in our area right now, but there's a decent little landing area for them. Good morning. It is day 2, and just wanted to do a little recap video of the work yesterday. So this was that area that we were dragging everything up, and as you can see, we got all the way out to there. So it's about halfway. Still have all that tall stuff that we got to pull out today, and then after that it'll just be maintenance. We'll probably buy a pond rake and just slowly keep scraping the bottom, but hopefully today we'll be able to get all this tall stuff. All right, so I'm going to set up another time lapse just because it's really the only way to film this and not have it be super boring, I would assume. So I'll probably film for about 30 minutes. I don't know how long that'll turn into a time lapse, but we'll see about what we can get done in 30 minutes. Where my dad's standing right there, we're probably going to try to knock out that section. So I'll get that set up. All right, so that ended up being more like 45 minutes because we had a couple delays, saw some little weird slimy creatures that we can't quite identify. It looks like the mixture of a lizard, a leech, and a snake. Basically, and a frog. It looked like a snake, but it had 2 little front arms, 6 inches long. I don't know. We don't know what it was. But and then we also saw a snake that we had to kill. So couple delays, but as you can see, we got a pretty good chunk there. It is miserable out here. Feels like we're in, I don't know, not Texas, that's for sure. It is just so humid, it's crazy. But anyways, we are
Vietnam.
Yeah, Vietnam, my dad said. We are chugging along one chunk at a time. All right, I wanted to take a video that's more close up to show you how nasty and heavy this stuff is. He's just kind of slowly working a pile. I mean, we can't grab more than, you know, a couple square feet of this stuff at a time. And then from here, we drag it along the shoreline back to there. We're getting about to the halfway point on the pond. So we're probably gonna have to find a new kind of drag out area. But that just shows you kind of what we've been doing.
That's probably what, 100 pounds?
Yeah, that one right there is actually pretty small. We've been taking some pretty big chunks out at a time, and just doing like he's doing. So like I was just showing you, this is what we've done so far. I'm in wide angle right now to cover it a little bit better. So we've done quite a bit. We did that area over there yesterday. Now we're working on this side. But we still have everything over there. I'm trying not to trip in the water. And all of this along that shoreline, all the way until that corner. All right, so we moved on to the other side of the pond. So over here on this right-hand side is where we just came from. We pretty much decided to stop there because it was just such a long tow dragging that stuff over there. So we found a different spot on this side that we're gonna drag it out and try to get this whole U-shaped piece. We'll drag it up from here. So I'm gonna get a time lapse and see how much we can get done. All right, so this is the final product for day 2. On the other side of the pond, we pretty much got everything. You can see all that muddy water was where everything was that we cleared. So still one big patch on the right, one floater right there, and then everything over there in that other corner. So there's still a whole lot more to go, but for 2 days, I mean, this pond is looking a whole lot better. I'm gonna flip around and show you the pile that we've made over here. So I know it probably doesn't do it much justice, but if you look at it compared to that tripod over there is about 5 feet tall. And that pile is pretty dang thick. So, and it goes back pretty far too. So another couple 1,000 pounds of junk moved today. But it'll all be worth it. Good thing is we also found a couple of fish today. Look like some little bluegills or crappies. Kind of hard to tell. They're pretty small. But it's good that things are still able to live in here. All right, I have something exciting. Everybody's actually here. Jesse hasn't been around for a little while, but we got the pups. Got Jessie, she's sitting in the chair in the back of the truck, and I'm gonna get in the pond and start cleaning up all this junk that's kind of started to build up. It's been a little while since we were out here, and I just kind of got some motivation to work on it. So she's gonna hang out while I go scrape around. So that's what we got going on. What are you doing?
Handsome boy.
Ollie, what are you doing? Go get him. Go get it. All right. Oh, he just beefed. What was that? Go get him. Come on, get up there. Ho.
Ollie, come here.
Ollie, up.
Come on.
Jeez.
I'll lay down.
All right, well, that's not the reason I was gonna start filming, but that works. So, just wanted to kind of give you a little before shot. I'm gonna just get out there and kind of skim around with the rakes, see what kind of stuff I can get off the top. So that's what it looks like right now. And the next thing you'll see is probably gonna be about 45 minutes later. So we'll see what I can get done.